Okay, Tetris fans, we are back with more Mega Masters. What we've got for you now is our final bracket, or at least preliminary bracket. It's the orange bracket. WallBant versus Anacomy. The winner takes on Marq. M-A-R-Q. And this is all going to feed into a bracket or into a match that is against Dog playing Tetris. Two-time world champ, 9-time CTM champ, world record holder and scorer. No problem. It's fine. I don't know. I feel like I'd be like, oh man, that's kind of hanging over my head. That's who I get to play. But then again, pretty fun. Anything can happen in Mega Masters. So that is what's going to happen. WallBant, Anacomy, winner takes on Marq. And the winner takes on Dog playing Tetris later in the month. Let's take a look at our schedule just so you can see what's happening. We are right now on that thing. We're doing the orange. After that, the next stream, at least right now, as far as I know, is on Wednesday, unless something has changed. And right now, that's still the case, although, something could be scheduled between now and then. But yeah, red and navy, that's a Wednesday. Id Kirby, Dengler, Cole, Sodium. Part 1 of the pink and purple. Top 32, Thursday. Another one on Thursday. Cobra Bisbee. Who is that? Huff and O in the violet and tawny bracket. And green and mint Saturday. But almost certainly there will be some stuff scheduled between now and then. So that is the schedule. Let me just check and see how the players are doing. Let's see if WallBant has showed up. That WallBant. Anacomy is here. WallBant is offline. That is worrisome. Is WallBant in chat? All right, WallBant is in chat, so I'm not worried now. Anyway, yeah, let's show the top 32 bracket. Let's see the overall top 32 situation. The whole thing should be filled in now, except for one. Let me just refresh it, make sure that that's true. Yeah, that is it. The whole thing is filled in. That means we've done 30 matches so far. We have to basically eliminate one person every match, so we have to eliminate 2 more. That means we've done 30 matches. We just did the mustard bracket, Alex T versus Akatu. That is what we've determined today. Also, Knight versus Guafi has been determined today. So the last one is that Seed 1 match. Who is going to play Dog? So there's your top 32. Cole, is that good? And there's no reason ever to show the top 16 because we're going to breeze right past it into the top 8. We're doing the 30. Basically, the way it's going to go is like these are going to be done in groups of 3 matches, right? 33 and 34. Those will play in the top 32. Then that top 16 match will immediately be played right after match 49. So every one of our every one of our broadcasts after this is going to determine a top 8 finisher. And then it's all going to come together very, very quickly. So basically 8 streams. That will do that. And then we'll do the 8s and 4s. So then we'll get down to 2. So really just 10 streams left in the month. That's pretty good. All right, let's take a look at our rules, people. You know the rules. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just make sure your any mods are off, appearance or stats mods or anything like that. Don't use those turbo functions, guys, to rapidly rotate the the piece. Remember, biological turbo only. And yeah, do not receive any real-time advice in-game. That is a real rule. Please do not pause unless commentator tells you. Level 18 starts. Level 39 super kill screen. Make sure that's turned on. And remember, we'll be re-rolling same piece sets in between each game of the match. Let's take a look at the prizes. Yes, the prizes are a thing. Right now, the prize pool stands at $10,543.21. It's pretty good. Thank you to everybody who's contributed so far. I haven't given a rundown. Well, you know what? I'll give it a rundown of all that after the stream of everybody who's contributed so far. It's a good place to do that after the once we get down to the top 32. That's a good place to thank everybody. But thank you, everybody. We have beaten our 2022 Mega Masters prize pool. Now we're trying to beat our 2023. That will enable us to pay the top 32. If you want to help do that, any amount will help. Use the Matcherino command on Twitch and on YouTube, !MATCHERINO. That'll bring up two links. The first one is the one for Mega Masters. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our partner Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in with an existing account, or you can make a new account, but just use an existing account. It's so easy. If you want to support the channel, you can do that at patreon.com/monthlytetris. And thanks to our big supporters, Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Tacky, Corporal, Shalby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, and Mick Monkey. Top 8 is going to be 4 separate streams and then 1 stream for the semis and finals. No. Top 8 and semis will be played on their own. So we're going to go right into our top 8. So once we determine our top 8, then 57 and 58 will play. These are the match numbers. 57 and 58. They'll play an immediate match. The immediate semifinal match will be played. And then the finals and the third place match will be its own stream, right? We're going to try to bundle those together. So the top 8 and top 4 matches will be played immediately. Then we'll have time for the players to, to build up some excitement for that finals. And that is how it's going to happen. I don't want anybody to play more than 2 matches in one stream, I think is enough. And I think for the finals, just that one stream, come in fresh, boom. So that is how it's going to happen. Anyway, good question. Anyway, that was the Patreon. If you want to help us out, patreon.com/monthlytetris. You can provide a pledge of ongoing support there. And want to thank everybody who has done that. So thank you. Go to the merch store, also ctm.wtf, to get merch or to gift merch to the chat. You can do that there. The store knows when we're online, and we'll say, hey, gift this to Twitch, and you click on that button and go through a checkout, and it triggers an automated mechanical giveaway, which is fun. The finals are going to be best of 7, Robert Davis. That's why we're doing them in a separate stream. They are best of 7. You're way ahead of me, or I'm way ahead of you. Either way, but there you go. All right, let's click on over. Let's refresh our streams. Make sure we've got both of our players here. WallBant. All right. Oh, look at this. Guys, that is like an atomic clock. Did you know that? All right, now I got a chance to line up our cameras. I don't know where Anacomy is going to be sitting, but I'll probably be right here somewhere. And then we'll get our WallBant cam. Bant cam. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Bant man. All right, we'll try to make these people roughly equal in size and in dignity. Oh, what is that? Oh, do you have WallBant? You have a CHX Collective controller, don't you? That's right. I forgot about that. We got, you know, you can see from that sparkly cord you've got. Good. Great. Okay, players, I'm going to go ahead and give you some pieces. Go ahead and make sure your level 39 super kill screens are turned on. The pieces are here. 69 EEE3. 69 EEE3. Why is that funny? I don't know. I don't know why it is, but it seems kind of funny for some reason. Let me get Discord out of here. Yee, I know. Okay, let's check that both players are on seed. They are. That's not a hard seed to get. They're both ready, so I say we just start. It is Classic Tetris Monthly Mega Masters. Round 1, Orange, Bracket, WallBant, and Anacomy. We have determined 31 of our top 32 players. We're going to determine our last one. It's right now. It might be one of these two people. It could be. I don't know. Let's find out. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, it is WallBant, a known Canadian. Qualifying in at seed number 33. Qualified into this tournament with a 1.2 million average of his best 3 games played in a 90-minute qualifier. WallBant has an overall PB of 1.63 million. That's good for about 59th on the overall PB leaderboard. WallBant, number 25 in the most recent Premier poll. That is a ranking of Tetris players done by a council, I guess, of Tetris luminaries, broadcasters, journalists. It's people that are Tetris journalists are voting on it. WallBant is a 3 times Futures Circuit winner. He won 2 of them in 2023 and won one also last year in February 2024. Was second in last year's Boston Tea Parody. That was the first one. And also second in the CT12 tournament, the 2022 edition. WallBant played in the gold bracket in CTWC in 2023 and 2024. He's also top 4 in the Montreal event last year. Oh, and did I mention he was also top 4 in CT12? Was it the most recent one? I think it was the most recent one. So has a good record in playing level 12. Let's see how he can do playing level 18. All right, he's got a little bit of a kind of a job here to do to uncover this right side. Gets it done. And a long bar gets in. On the right side, it is Anacomy. Anacomy qualified in with a 1.038 average of 3. Is from Kazakhstan. He's got an overall PB of 1.33 million. That's good for about 98th place. Anacomy played in Mega Masters in 2023. Also played in there during the online during pandemic years 2020 and 2021. There were lots of online regionals that kind of cropped up, and one of them was CT Russia 2020 and 2021. Anacomy played in that as well. And I believe Anacomy is on keyboard, right? Yeah, on keyboard, so using emulator and keyboard. This is keyboard tapping, not keyboard rolling. You can see the tapping taking place. 286 for WallBant, 304 for Anacomy. WallBant, on the other hand, rolling. Also a pretty darn good DAS player as well. The winner of this match will take on Marq. You know, Marq, the one from Germany, organizer of a lot of the Germany events, and CTWC DAS, and at one time known as the one of the fastest hyper tappers in the world. 375 for Anacomy, 362 for WallBant. You know, I'm kind of here for this keyboard rolling. I like it. I think it looks cool. Akatu, of course, probably the main person that I know. I don't know who else is doing that, but I think it's great. It really, you know, makes people on keyboard, you know, sort of relevant again, you know, kind of now that there is a rolling option for them. You know, hyper tapping, that, you know, that was, you know, of course, if it's just DAS, yeah, you can DAS on a keyboard. That works. If hyper tapping, you can hyper tap on a keyboard. Once rolling came around, it really made it difficult for, you know, keyboarders to have any real competitive style. And now that that's sort of been developed, that keyboard rolling, that gives them a way to compete at the highest levels, and I'm here for it. 443 for WallBant, 493 for Anacomy. What, do we really have someone who is keyboard rolling? Are you kidding me? Didn't you watch the last stream, Akatu? So he's not taking the keyboard on his like legs and rolling the entire keyboard. 522 entry into 19 for Anacomy. And WallBant going to skim into 19 at 467. So what he does is he hovers his finger over the directional key, whatever the key's got assigned for the directional. So he hovers like an index finger over it. And then he rolls his right, I think it's right hand, on top of that finger. So you're like, instead of rolling on the back of the controller, you're rolling on your own finger, which is ingenious. 539 for Anacomy, 509 for WallBant. Anacomy trying to uncover that right side well. How many prizes are there in this Tetris tournament? Right now, the top 16 will be paid, but as we get more in the prize pool, that will unlock more payouts. 572 for Anacomy. Uncovers that right side, looking for a quick bar. Okay, that L piece is going to help at least bring this stack down. Okay, Anacomy going to unblock the well again. And there's a Tetris Anacomy, 614, level 23. WallBant gets a Tetris down, 602. What's up, Giovanni? $646, Anacomy, $633, WallBant. Now, this is the match in the tournament where the seeds are the furthest apart in round one. Basically, the top of the round one seeds and the lowest round one seed, but you wouldn't know it right now because Anacomy in the lead and really seems to be driven, purposeful, aggressive, and playing well. 714 Anacomy, 684 for WallBant. Tetris Anacomy, 816, 730 for WallBant. Okay, WallBant trying to find something for the middle. That long bar is going to help. That T's going to help. That unblocks the well. Okay. WallBant uncovers, recovers, uncovers, recovers. Gets that Tetris. 778 for WallBant. Tetris for Anacomy, who is also working to uncover a blocked well. Now we're just 6 lines away from that level 29 speed increase. The speed is about to double. Anacomy with the Tetris into column 8, 938 entry into 29. We'll see what Anacomy can do here. Has a PB of 1.33, and that board is going to be difficult. 940 top out for Anacomy. It's a good score. And WallBant needs to chase down 941. There's a good double to bring this down. It's about a 75,000 point chase down. Okay, WallBant's board, though, starting to climb up, needs to bring this down. Oh, that left side will be a problem. Anacomy starting to celebrate, and that is going to be a top out for WallBant. Anacomy, seed number 64, takes game 1. Okay, new pieces players. C5, 3E, 6-5. C5, 3E, 6-5. How did the mustard bracket go? It was a weird one. It is new seed every game now. Yes, it is. We don't increment in a potentially multi $10,000 tournament. That's for sure. Okay, both players ready. Let me just check seeds. C5, 3, E6, 5. Both players ready. Game number 2. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. I don't think any tournament with a substantial prize pool should be incrementing, honestly. Again, not that I don't trust the players, but you really need, the people who are contributing these large amounts, I think they deserve the basic highest level of game security. And then, incrementing is a convenience. It's like, I don't want to re-roll. It takes 15 seconds, but it is the most secure way to determine the seeds. So I will do it. But yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion. If you are running a tournament and there's a prize pool of any consequence, you should not be incrementing. 34,000 Anacomy, 70,000 WallBant. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. 139 WallBant, 105 for Anacomy. All right, there's a Tetris Anacomy 130. WallBant right now with a 55,000 point lead early on in game number 2. Anacomy put up a good score and forced a chase down. And that seems to be the weapon that non-rolling players have against rolling players is just play aggressively early on, get out to a lead, understanding that you probably don't have the advantage on 29, and then force your opponent to chase down. And that is worth probably gambling a little bit to build up pace. I think that is the chance you've got. Now, listen, I'm not I'm not a good Tetris player, but I am I've played tournaments in other things and had success. And I think that's what makes sense here. 248 for Anacomy, but I'm not telling Anacomy what to do. I'm just talking general strategy. 248 for Anacomy. 304 for WallBant. There's a Tetris Anacomy 272. But listen, these players already know that. You've seen that when like Giovanni and Eliash played as DAS players against rollers. That's exactly what they did. They played aggressive in the early game, tried to build up a lead, and in several games, it did work. Now, it's only going to go so far. But, you give yourself a shot. Anacomy 324. There's another Tetris 347. And Anacomy, I guess, on average, has been, I guess, pushing down. And so now is further ahead in the piece sequence and is, ahead by anywhere between 6 and 10 lines. Of course, 10 lines is made up of, 2.5 Tetris pieces? So that's, if you're 10 lines ahead, you should be about 25 pieces ahead. Depending on how many pieces are on the board, too. It's all very complicated, and I'm not smart enough to understand it, but... So I don't really know what I'm saying. 397 for Anacomy. 476 for WallBant. Longbar gets over Tetris Anacomy 419. Another setup for Anacomy and a Tetris 442. Evesy Live says, nothing that makes me hate the game more as a tapper than when I have like an 150k lead into kill screen and lose. Yeah, I mean, that's all you can really ultimately do. I think that's the main tactic. And just kind of hope your opponent runs into a spate of bad luck. Oh, there's a nice little Z spin kind of thing. Dewey with the tier 1 sub 30 months. Says I'm almost 30 myself. Thank you, Dewey. Appreciate the support. Anacomy's into 19 at 558. I don't think so, SSJ. I mean, usually when someone from a non-US country plays, usually a lot of their countrymen show up to cheer them on, so nothing, or, similar countries, nearby countries. So, that's a thing. 615 WallBant, 615 Anacomy. Jade Hart rooting on WallBant, or at least rooting on Canada. Oh, Anacomy with that L piece in the middle. That's going to take some work to work around that. Okay, but kind of has a path out of this. Oh, that's a beautiful J piece. But still a little bit of work to do. Still some rows of garbage over the Tetris well. Actually set up for a dirty. How long is he going to hold out? There's a Tetris to bring it down. There's another one. Not out of the woods yet. Okay, good patience with that S to the left. I think Anacomy felt it wasn't going to get over. It would have fit, but also a very easy hang. So the discipline from Anacomy with those S's to the left, very, very good. 702. I would have tried to put him over there, and I would have hung him every time. Because that's how I do. 733 for Anacomy. There is a Tetris 765. 802 for WallBant. WallBant ahead by about 35,000 points. Now more than that. But Anacomy ahead in lines by 13. So this is a bigger pace than it appears on the surface for WallBant. So when Anacomy gets to, 29 or ultimately wherever he's going to, conclude here, WallBant will still be playing. So Anacomy really needs to pour on some pace here. There's a Tetris Anacomy, 903. 15 lines until 29. And 29, not easy for a tapper. Even the best tappers in the world. Simul Tetris, 936, Anacomy, 969 for WallBant. Tetris, Anacomy, 971. They are tied in score. And Anacomy pushing for more. Or he's going to try to see what he can do. Let's see. Maybe trying to build up for 2. But would love to get 1. There's 1. And, oh, no, we're going to hang that bar on the right side. Oh, and that's going to be a top out at A20. And WallBant with the max out as well. And a little more for good measure. So double max outs here into 29 for these players. A great game for Anacomy. But WallBant just a little bit better. So WallBant going to tie it up at a game apiece. GG's. Okay, new pieces, players, 15061F. 15061F. I'm going to take a moment to sip my coffee. I have been very impressed with the non-rollers in these opening rounds. They're not always, coming out on top in the overall match, but they are really putting up a fight against the rollers. Okay, pieces are in. We're good. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 between WallBant and Anacomy. 3-2-1 Tetris. And of course, most exemplified by that Eliash versus Miles game, where Eliash really had Miles on the ropes in that one, and I'm sweating. At first, Eliash wins that game 1, and I think Miles is just like, okay, now it's time to get serious, and then Eliash goes up 2-1, and Miles' demeanor really turned serious. So, the DAS players and tappers trying to earn that respect. Okay, Anacomy gets a long bar down the middle. That's good for a good for a triple to help bring this down. Anacomy really up near the top of the board here, so RNG dependent, and that's going to be tough. That's going to be a top out for Anacomy, and WallBant just needs any lines right here. Any lines will do. And that will do it. WallBant is going to take game number 3 and go up 2-1. Okay, players, the seeds are here if you need to take a moment or, do a tiny little warm-up. That's fine, too. But pieces are there. F8, 2-0, 3-7. Viewers, we are 5 followers away from 10,000. So if you are watching and not following, do us a favor. We want to see 5 digits in our follower count, so please consider giving us a follow. And when we get to 10,000, we will unlock a celebration stream at some point. Maybe even this coming week. And I don't know, maybe you can make me stream for days, depending on contributions during that stream. Okay, it looks like both players are ready. F82037, F82037, yes. Okay, WallBant is up 2-1. Anacomy is up against it, needs to win to stay in. 3-1 Tetris. Averix, thanks for the raid. Party of 4, appreciate that. Contributions toward MM prize pool. I'm not sure what you mean, Evesy. Anacomy in chat said a few minutes ago, there's no Anacomy game without an early top out. Well, hopefully that is done. Oh, man. All right, Anacomy going to uncover that left well and get that left well Tetris. That was several rows off the bottom. But now back down to a safe height on the board. Still some work to do, though, before he's Tetris ready. WallBant at 82,000. Anacomy at 64. We have one more match today. The winner of this will take on Marq. Anacomy gets a long bar over Tetris. 95,000. Okay, uncovers that right side. Now, that's not good for a Tetris. That's a triple, but brings the stack down. 107 Anacomy, 201 WallBant. Is this track also on YouTube, Vandy? On YouTube? I don't think their stuff is on YouTube, but you can find it on Spotify. If you're on Spotify, and I think a lot of other streaming platforms as well. That was a song Longing by Flex Style. Oh, he has a YouTube topic. Oh, that's true, because if it's on YouTube Music, then I think it is on YouTube, right? Okay, so it probably is on there. Yeah, called Longing, Longing, Flex Style. Off the album, I forget what album it's off of. Oh, it's off the Enchanted album. 319 for WallBant, 184 for Anacomy. Longbar gets over Tetris. Another one, Anacomy, 230. And another one, Anacomy. Has to block the well, but it's low. WallBant ahead by about 110,000, also back by 5 lines. Long bar over Tetris Anacomy, 306 for 12 WallBant. All right, WallBant just trying to keep that well open. There's the Tetris WallBant, 439. Anacomy wants to uncover that well before the next bar comes. All right, forced into a triple there. And just going to take that other triple as well. And a double. Kind of out of burns now, so has to build that left back out. Blocks the well just in time for that bar, but also can make use of it on that left as well, so that's okay. Tetris Anacomy 348, but 471 for WallBant. You WallBant going to set up center well dirty 2 rows off. Gets the Tetris, 496, 10 lines away for WallBant from 19. Anacomy already in at about 396. So a pretty low transition here for Anacomy. He's been struggling or just fighting the board really almost the entirety of level 18. Awesome, Ogus. Good to hear. And consider going to flexstyle.bandcamp.com and downloading it for offline play. I think you have options for very high quality downloads. Like if you're a audiophile and you like FLAC tracks, I think they have FLAC. 510 for Anacomy, although not as big of an issue with digital, digitally created music, but it's there if you want it. If you just want every song to be a lot of gigabytes or whatever. 539 for Anacomy, 561 for WallBant. Tetris Anacomy, 577, 590 for WallBant. So Anacomy has been able to close this gap a bit just in score, but look how far ahead Anacomy is in lines. 20 lines ahead. So this is not really a lead. WallBant has a lot of lines in hand right now. Antoine says, somehow Anacomy is more fun to watch, more drama. Yeah, I mean, great for viewers. If you're a player, though, you really don't want to have a lot of drama. You want stressless Tetris. 748 Anacomy. Okay, that triple's going to help bring things down. Now, Anacomy has, again, still the absolute lead. So if, WallBant were to top out or something, I mean, Anacomy would be ahead. But there's a lot of runway for WallBant before 29. Anacomy kind of Galumba stacking over there in column 7 and 8. Oh, no. That right side, a bar is going to have to get over very quickly. Going to have to get out its fastest tap here, and it hangs. And that is going to do it for Anacomy in this game. The target for WallBant is 795. There's a Tetris 788. The target, 795. There's a Tetris for WallBant. And he is going to take it 3-1, which is pretty much every Mega Masters score. But GG's Anacomy. Came out great. I found your play very entertaining. And also just your spirit and your intensity really came through. So GG's to you. Representing that 64 seed very strong and representing tappers very well. So GG's to you, Anacomy. WallBant, you will be moving on to face Marq. I'll go ahead and report this to the proper authorities. You got to file out a whole report. There's a lot of paperwork you got to fill out when you run a Tetris tournament. All right, we're going to go ahead and set up the next match, and we will return. It's going to be Marq versus WallBant in a moment. Okay, Mark will be ready in 5 minutes. I think he was expecting a decider there. So Mark will be ready in a little bit. I'm going to take a moment to wait too, so just watch this beautiful slideshow. Be right back. Okay, Mark gave me time to use the Vandy room. Where is this other thing that is unlocked? I don't understand. What is this? I don't know. Oh, there it is. All right, Mark is really in that square right there. So the magic of television is about to create a room where none exists. Okay. It's gonna be fun because part of Mark's head is gonna disappear. Like, so I have to see how he's like in the thing. Like he's barely. See how he's like barely in there. So when he leans forward, his head is gonna disappear. Here, lean forward, Mark. See, his like head's gonna disappear when he leans forward. Yeah, see, it's gonna go out of sight. It's all right. We're figuring it out. No, you're fine. All right, you're good. Don't worry about it. We will manage. Okay. I think we are just about there. That's fine. We don't need your controller on there too much. It's fine. We trust Mark implicitly. All right. What would really help is if you moved it to get less of the back. That would help. That would actually help. Like away from your back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like moved it a little ahead. Oh yeah. That helps. Yes. Good. Yeah. That's great. That is great. That's perfect. Now we're doing it. That's excellent. Thank you, Mark. Listen, Mark, an organizer also, so he knows the travails, all the things you got to do. And I guess we'll line up these players so their heads are roughly the same size, because it's weird to have one person's whole body and the other person's giant head. You gotta be somewhat even. Okay, look at that. Oh my God, this is gonna be, what a match. All right, close enough. Skibbity, Ohio, official Tetris Rizzler Marq. Indeed. Oh, it still says WallBant Anacomy. We got to change that. You are not that. It's not round 2. It's the score. What is happening? Players, I'm going to drop you some pieces in chat. There are the pieces. Let's get your name placards correct. 32. The toast song is on. Get your toast emotes out. It is the toast song 7FDF6E. Is all that Gen Alpha slang done yet? Is that over? This is not my German community with effing skibbity. It is. It is, Jakob. This is the world now. What's up, DJ Mr. Boro, Oguz, Intramorph, Antoine over on YouTube? Welcome. All right, looks like we've got two players with a weird, one with a weird ROM, but well, it's fine. That's all he's got. What can you do? Check the seeds. Are the seeds up there? Oh, look at that golden seed there. 7FDF6E. 7FDF6E. All right. Both players are ready to play round 2 of Classic Tetris Monthly Mega Masters. Let's get them started. Marq versus WallBant in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, let's see how, look at this. Simul stacking. Oh, it diverged with that long bar. On the left side, it is Marq with a Q. Qualifying into seed number 32. In virtue of getting a top 32 seeding, Marq got to skip round 1. Qualified into this tournament with a 1.21 million average of his best 3 games in a 90-minute qualifying period. Marq is from Germany. In fact, the pillar of the German and really the European Tetris scene, the organizer of CTWC DAS and a lot of German events out there. Marq has been around the community a long time. He's got a PB of 1.53 million, good for about 68th or so on the overall leaderboard. Marq played in Mega Masters 2024. He was top 16 in CTWC in 2019. So people were talking about like, oh, isn't Matt Martin one of these old guys? Because, you know, whatever. old DAS player or whatever, 2019. Well, Marq goes back just as far. Top 16 in 2019. Played in CTWC, also in the 2 online years and in the return year in 2022. Also played in CTWC's DAS Championship in 2022 and 2023. That is held in Germany. And Marq is one of the organizers of the DAS tournament out there. Marq is also top 8 in CTEC, that's the Classic Tetris European Championship, in even numbered years only. 2020, 2022, and 2024. Otherwise, did not finish in the top 8. But that is Marq. On the right side, it is WallBant, 1.2 million qualifier from Canada with an overall PB of 1.63 million. WallBant beat Anacomy in round 1 to get here to round 2 to face Marq. WallBant, 3-time Future Circuit winner, last time in February 2024. Was second in last year's, the first ever Boston Tea Parity event. Went out against Sodium. Also top 4 in the Montreal event. That was a great time. I was there for that. Also took second in a CT12, that level 12 tournament run by Evesy and then Pumpy Heart, and then was top 4 in the 2024 edition of that CT12. WallBant is ranked number 25 in the most recent Premier poll, which goes up to 25. So he just snuck in there. 300,000 for Marq, 314 for WallBant. Marq is a roller now, but back in his tapping days, really was in the conversation for the fastest hyper tapper. You know, of course, you know, people like Joseph and so forth and Corian get a lot of the accolades for their exploits with hyper tapping, but Marq was faster than them both, arguably, along with Alex T really in that conversation, and Eric. And Marq in a little bit of a situation here, gets a long bar over to the left and a long bar down to the right. So Marq will survive that scare. I got to be honest, I didn't know how long he was going to survive there. And trivia question. Here's a trivia question. What player was the first ever to get a recorded, or at least we know, who was the first player ever to clear B-type level 19 height 5? There's a trivia question. Who in... Go ahead and answer that in the chat, and I will tell you who it was. 383 for Marq. 462 for WallBant. It was Marq, that's right. Marq was the first player ever that we know of. Now, who knows what someone did in 1996, but as far as we know, Marq was the first player ever to clear level 19 height 5. 531 for WallBant. Of course, a few years later, somebody would do it with DAS. Marq did it with tapping. Frickin' Bendy would do it with DAS. 433 for Marq, 532 for WallBant. Oh yeah, Tetris DLB. That's right. Remember that clip of Alex T on German television? 463 here for Marq, 2 lines away from that 19 transition. WallBant 1 line away at 461. 100,000 point lead for WallBant. Marq is in at 488. WallBant is in at 585. Well, Marq was the one coaching the peanut gallery there with, like, what's his face? Kanasi or whatever his name is, and the other chuckleheads. Marq was the one who gave him coaching, so you can blame Marq for their performance. 638 for WallBant, 541 for Marq. Longbar gets over at Tetris Marq, 568. And I guess there is an interview with Marq over on the website for that program, so maybe somebody can put that in chat. Although here's the problem: when you go, oh, local television channel puts up a thing, it's like, oh, it's blocked in your country. You know, who knows? Hope it's not. I would love to see that. 615 for Marq. Tetris for WallBant, 750. There's a Tetris WallBant, 781. He's like 150,000 plus points ahead. Both players are rolling. So look at that. We're learning, you know, the new people in this community, they might not know about Marq, you know, in his history, 1905, and went all the way back to 2019. And now we know. All right, Marq going to get that S spin. Doogie rooting on Marq. Longbar gets in. Tetris Marq, 722. There's one. WallBant, 906. So lines are about the same right now, and yeah, it's about 150,000 point lead for WallBant. Yeah, WallBant with a 900 on 25. That's pace. There's a triplet of Tetris for WallBant, 950. Yeah, try if you are a roller, if you're a DAS player or even a tapper, open up your Tetris game right now. Go play B-type, set the level to 19, set the height to 5, and you guys try to clear it. 993 for WallBant, 869 for Marq. Oh, people not quite knowing what B-type is. Oh, true. Yeah, B-type is a game mode. It's like the second game mode for NES Tetris, where instead of just trying to play and get lines and score, you are trying to get 25 lines with a bunch of garbage on your screen at various speeds and heights that you can select. All right, Marq is in 29. He's at 982. B08 for WallBant. That's a pretty good lead for WallBant right now. Oh, Ogre got it. All right, Ogre cleared 19.5 with DAS. Good job. Marq's board climbing here, trying to bring this down. Can't get anything over to the left all the way. That's going to be a top out for Marq. In game one, WallBant goes up 1-0. Jakob blaming the O pieces. All right. Yeah, Marq and really Jakob and maybe some others, but definitely two central figures over in Germany for Classic Tetris and really all of Europe. Okay, players, new pieces. All right, strip Tetris, guys. Every game you lose, you got to remove one article of clothing. So there you go, Marq. Taking off that sweatshirt. I don't think Marq heard that. All right, that's fine. Pieces are here. 4BDF15. 4BDF15. Oh, I want to see that Marq's cartridge, like what that looks like. Oh, yeah. CTWC DAS World Cup. That's cool. Anyway, the pieces are here. 4BDF15. 4BDF15. Okay. 4BDF15. Yes, indeedy. All right, it's game two. WallBant up. 1-0. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Well, Evesy, that's what I was, I was delaying the May. I was delaying the May CTM qualifying. I was thinking about doing some World Cup format where the brackets are organized by region and each region ends up with like one person, but it's just too much to organize right now with Mega Masters going on. So we're going to do that later in the year, along with Stupid Tetris Monthly and along with Tap Masters and along with, every other thing we got to do. 91,000 for WallBant, 53,000 for Marq. I am going to try to launch qualifying for May tonight. Did you hit your 10K? No, in fact, we lost a subscriber. A follower. We were 5 away, and now we're 6 away again. You believe that? I mean, I don't blame them. They hear this broadcast, and they're like, oh, boy, I don't want to know when this is happening. We're going backwards, guys. We're trying to get to 0 followers, so please, a mass unfollowing would be amazing. Especially where it doesn't matter. Like, YouTube, we need you to follow. Twitch, it would be funny to get down to 0. The landing page says 10K. Yes, it rounds up, Jakob. We're at 9994. Tetris DLB with the follow. Thank you, Tetris DLB. Appreciate that. I mean, you guys should just troll me like all year. So we're just sitting on like 5 away from from 10,000. So when we get one more, you just unfollow one more, and everybody unfollows all year. I would be in favor of that, to be honest. Then I never have to do my 10K celebration. That would be perfect. Won't your subscription go away if you unfollow? No, I don't think so. Does it? Do you have to follow something to be subscribed to it? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know, because I've woken up. 375 for WallBant, 315. I've woken up like I left Twitch on, like in a browser open all night for some reason, and I end up subbed to like channels I've never heard of. Because, they raid somebody, someone gifts community subs, and I'm like, I don't know what channel this is. So I don't think you have to follow someone to sub something. Oh my God, FCR is unfollowing now. Everybody is unfollowing this channel. Everything I've worked so hard for 7 years is crumbling around me. Oh man. I don't mind. That would that would be really funny. $352 for Marq, $469 for WallBant. Yeah, FCR, you reset your follow age though, so all your swag is gone. You lost it. You have no standing now. You're just brand new. 400,000 for Marq, 517 for WallBant. That's great. Oh, poor FTR. Spodgification with the follow, and Zeopold, thank you very much. Appreciate the follow. It's all right, FCR. You are a 5-year follower in my heart. We all know, even though there's now no proof. $452 for Marq, $598 for WallBant. So this is about 100,000 point lead for WallBant, a little more than that. This username was not meant to be pronounced, so that was a masterful attempt. I mean, I don't know, it looks pretty good. Spodgification. 626 on 19 for WallBant, 523 for Marq. There's a Tetris Marq 547. Anyway, welcome first time chatter and follower. Appreciate that. Tetris WallBant 730. All right, Marq trying to bring this down, piling up long bars over there in column 1. Okay, would love a bar right now for column 4. Is going to get it. That's good for a triple just to knock this down. Of course, 32 and 33. One of the few, one right after another seeds in this tournament. There's also 16 and 17 that are possible, 48 and 49. Those are all in what would have been the orange bracket if we just kept the 4 colors. Tetris Marq 684, 903 for WallBant, pacing again, 900 on 24. Tetris Marq 715. You have the FCR has logs. Oh my goodness, he's got logs of his following of CTM. From my logs, you have logs. Oh my god. What the heck? 950 for WallBant on 25. A Tetris into 26 at 982. And Marq's got a great pace right now too, but I mean WallBant now with the max out still on 26. So 6 years. Does this channel even exist in 6 years? I didn't even know that. All right, Tetris Marq 944, A83 for WallBant. That is 1,000,000 points plus 83,000. Of course, we have no 7 digits, so the game did not expect people to be uncapping the score. So the way that, was it Josh Tolles originally set that up, right? For the uncapping. Marq with a channel down there, but he's going to have to find a way to bring this down. And he's building out that left side very intelligently here. Dealing with that left side before, getting baited by putting that long bar in the middle. He could have put it in the middle, but he probably would have topped out. So very intelligent for Marq. A49 for him. Oh, WallBant on that right side. This is going to take some doing. Oh, no. What can WallBant do? Got to bring this down. That's going to be a top out C13 for WallBant. C13 top out. The target is C14 for Marq. About 153,000 points. If he can bring this down, he might have a shot. Okay, gets a square to the left. So hard. Okay, Marq here. Wow, gets the bar in, and Marq is now back pretty much near the bottom of the board. And he's got about like 125,000 point chase down. Oh no, that's going to slow him down. So he's basically going to do a part of this all over again. Oh man. Oh no, Marq had a chance. He brought it down. Huge down stack and dig for Marq. The 29 phase brought it almost all the way down. I think WallBant was kind of like rooting for Marq a little bit. He was like, oh man. But I don't know. Of course you want to win, but I don't know. WallBant was pretty excited to see that down stack. That was amazing. Anyway, WallBant's going to go up 2-0. I mean, listen, we all live to see these exciting moments from everyone, sometimes even from our own opponents, but in the end, you do want to win. But on the other hand, you do admire the attempt, right? That's amazing. Okay. New pieces, players, if you need to take a moment, that's fine too. You don't have to rush right into the next game. If you need to take a moment, that is fine. This is our last match of the day, so take the time you need. Awesome turtle mug. This is DLB. C0EF80 for when you're ready. Yeah, it's Marq Tetris, right? Marq_Tetris, I think. You're welcome, Doogie. All right, WallBant trying to clear 19.5. Should I say, Mark, you know what? Challenge accepted. With rolling, probably fairly easy. But WallBant, you got to do it with DAS now. Or tapping. You got to do it with hyper tapping. This is DAS. This is not DAS. Shut up. This is 19.3. That's what it is. 19.3. Oh, it is DAS. Okay, yeah, you're right. It is DAS. But it's 19.3. Cold Bucket with the raid party of 9. Anyway, C0EF80. I know Cole just rating us every like 20 minutes, Cole. What is up? Yeah, that is 19.3. C0EF80. Yes, good. All right. Well, Mark is up against it. WallBant up 2-0. Game 3. Let's go. 3-2-1 Tetris. Yeah, it did appear to be DAS. Mark did not remove a piece of clothing. Oh, true, but he didn't know. That was a jest. But Mark couldn't hear before, because he had the headphones off. But it was funny when you lost a game and then took off a piece of clothing. It was like strip Tetris. Now people are expecting you to continually undress as the match continues, or expect, or dare I say, hope. 49,000 for Mark, 47,000 for WallBant. There's a skimming of Tetris for WallBant. Here's Tetris Mark. So we're underway. By the way, we're up to 10,600 in the prize pool. We just had or at some point, I don't know, I'm not seeing the notifications. I'll have to check on that. But we had another contribution to that prize pool from Abby Normal. Abby Normal kicked in $56.79 to get us to an even 10,600. Thank you, Abby Normal. Really appreciate the generosity. I'm sure the players do. Tetris WallBant 165. That gets us a little bit closer to our Mega Masters 2023 incentive. If we get to it, we will pay the top 32. Spodgification says, today has been magical for me. I just checked out Twitch Tetris after watching the Summoning Salt world record video and saw this literally happening right now. Amazing. Yeah, Classic Tetris Monthly has been running since 2018. We've always had really the top players in the world A lot of the players that you saw in that world record video, 221 here for WallBant, 202 for Marq, are playing in this tournament. Like Dog and Alex T and some of the names from the past, like Corion is an 11-time winner of our monthly tournament. Yeah, we'll have to get it. The Discord link is so janky. The problem is we use the link from... Here, I'll get you another link here, buddy. Use... that one will work. So anyway, a lot of the people you saw in that video are playing in this very tournament. 335 for WallBant. 295 for Marq. And this is the longest running and I don't know, dare I say, prestigious of the online tournaments. Has the biggest prize pools, the longest history, and we've been going since 2017. I've been doing it since 2018. 365 for Marq, 383 for WallBant. The regular one says it's not valid. I'll just make a permanent one and attach it to it. So I'll put that on my list. Well, what happens is we keep making a custom server URL and then we drop a level and boosts. It's such a stupid system that you have to have boosts never expire in order to keep your custom URL. And now I think some other servers like CTM Discord, I don't know. It's ridiculous. I'll look into it. 481 for Marq, 477 for WallBant. Fractal is playing. Yes, Fractal seed number 5 in the Sky bracket. Blue Scooty. Pixel Andy. I forget who's in that video. $5.24 for WallBant, $5.28 for Marq. Oh, the pullback from WallBant of the LPs to give a lane for that incoming bar and gets the Tetris. A skimming a Tetris for WallBant, 617, 565 for Marq. He's going to set up center well and get it. 589. The speed has increased by 50%. If we had been going 50 miles an hour, now we're going 75 miles an hour. And WallBant really just pacing the entire match. Zuli says, Skibbity Tetris. Why would you say something like that? That is horrible. All right, Tetris WallBant, 680. Tetris WallBant, 733, 629 for Marq. Yes, imagine a bus, but it's also going 50 miles an hour. That's right. All right, WallBant with an errant flip of that J piece. Going to cause a little bit of extra burning here. This should allow Marq to get back some of this lead. Or will it? So you got to get the bars. If you don't get the bars, you can't do anything. All right, 799 for WallBant, 666 for Marq. Marq gets a Tetris and another one, 723. So same line count. WallBant up by 76,000. It's about 2-3 Tetrises here. Somewhere a little less than 3. Shianobi says, Skim and a Tetris sounds like Skibbity Tetris. If you expanded Skim followed by a Tetris, you get less Skibbity, I reckon. All right. I'll take that under advisement. Thank you. I had no idea. It sounded like Skibbity Tetris. Oh, my word. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm laughing. Carl is going to come get me. Come at me, Carl. Every time I laugh, Carl is like, "You're still laughing." Carl on YouTube. Why is he always laughing? Like, oh, sorry. I don't know. I have things in life that I can laugh about. I'm sorry you don't, Carl. Mark not laughing right now up near the top of this stack. This is going to be a tough... Oh, and he hangs the bar. Oh, no. He had a lane. Maybe could have gotten it over. I don't know. But that is going to be a top out for Mark. WallBant is going to take this one. Mark, always thrilling. Mark, of course, a pillar of the Tetris community for years and years and years now. So GG's to you, Mark. And it's always a pleasure to see you back in this. WallBant's got the perfect million. He's got the perfect million. A00000. He topped out immediately just to lock it in. The perfect million. That's one above the max out. Anyway, GG's to you, Mark. You did great. Again, always a pleasure. And looking forward to CTWC, what, DAS 25? When is CTWC DAS 25? When is that? Did that happen? I don't even know. When is that? July 25th. All right, get me a slide there, Mark. Get me a slide so I can promo it. Oh, wait, July. The two organizers are arguing over when it is. They are arguing over when it actually is. All right, they've come to some agreement over when I think it is. All right, give WallBant his 3. WallBant, you are the winner of dinner. Congratulations to you. I'm going to report this to the proper Tetris authorities so that we can now have a fully completed top 32 bracket. It's all been figured out. We have eliminated half of the tournament field now, and we are now down to 32 players from 64. Can you just drop it in my DM Vandy channel? Can you just put it in there? Make sure it's 1920 by 1080. I don't read DMs really. just put it in my Vandy channel. That's fine. That's mean. Can you buy this dude? Can I buy him? I'm gonna buy this dude. I'm buying him. Okay, well, let's take a look at our top 32 situation. And this is it. Here it is. Screen cap it if you want to. Cole says, we abolished that a while ago, buddy. In this country, we abolished buying people, okay? Anyway, take a screen cap. Here it is, your top 32. Look at this. Top oh, whoa, look at that. Holy mackerel, that's weird. Your top 32 guys. I could put it like right. I could put it right there. That's fine. Can you show the schedule? Yes, I will show you the schedule. The schedule is here. This is what we have determined. Ignore the top 3. We just did those today. They're starting, as far as I know, unless we've scheduled something in the last 2 hours. We haven't. Wednesday. Now, there could be something scheduled between now and then, but I don't know because it's the future and whatever. But right now we've got a stream going on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central. That's 2 a.m. UTC. Sorry, Europe. And then Thursday, 11 a.m. Central, 16 UTC. That is going to be one match, pink and purple. Of course, the Allen bought one. Violet Tawny will be Thursday at 9 p.m., 2 a.m. UTC. And Saturday at 1 p.m. Central, 18 UTC. Now, I will update the Twitch schedule and the YouTube live schedule and all that in a little bit. I need to relax. I need to relax. I've done a lot. I mean, I've gotten through 32 matches, and like, when did we even start? A week ago? So that's a lot of matches. We did a lot. We got it done. Thanks to our schedulers for helping to keep this moving along. Did I sleep more last night? Not a lot. I was up doing some prep work for today. Yeah, I got to make all these dumb graphics, you know, that you guys, these dumb graphics with the seeds and the names. And then my facts sheet, right? I have my facts. You guys see my facts sheet? Here, let's see my fact sheet. You guys don't know that. Where are we? Junk. And then here, let's switch that window capture to my facts sheet. This is my facts sheet. This is this is where I get all my stupid information. I fill that out every single month. Just to, you know, have stuff to say to you guys and try to bring up the history of this whole thing and who these players are, and so you guys, you know, have stuff to talk about, trivia, you know, where they come from, what they've done. So that is my facts sheet that I fill out every single month. And, you know, you can go back to previous month. I don't do it from scratch because you can, like, copy and paste stuff over from previous months. But anyway, there you go. Inside information. All right. Thanks to our folks who have contributed to the prize pool. And I'm going to go ahead and read off, since we are at sort of a, you know, a clean division point in the tournament, our top 32. I'm going to go ahead and read off everybody who has contributed to this prize pool so far. First off, thank you so much to Scott Gray 76 for the $10,000 contribution to that prize pool. That is huge. That gets us a big chunk of the way towards some of our higher goals. Agathis with the $200. Very nice. Summer B, multiple contributions. Thank you very much, Summer B. Abby Normal, Hilbert Space, McMonkey, Kip Duron, Rogue Potato, Ava's Live, Arbaro wants you to join Tetris for the non-pros. 20 Dano 3, Maisher Witien, DJ Mr. Burrow, K Schnorr, Zelazawi, Whoops. Those are the contributors, and then of course our coupon codes. So that if you want to get your name on that list of big supporters of the scene, what does mine say? Evesy says, well, you know, listen, this is the tough thing. The players at the very top of the seating, they have a million, you know, accomplishments. Some players are, let's say, at an earlier point in their Tetris journey and don't have so much in the way of accomplishments. So you got to find those accomplishments, and you got to find things to say. So that is what part of this as well. So I have things to say, right? What tournaments did you win? Do you run anything in the community? But it's not, you can't always find like 1,400 accomplishments for, the number 62 seed, right? It's not always possible. So you do your best. I try to do justice to every player as much as I can. Anyway, thank you to those of you who contributed to the prize pool credit slide. Oh, we'll see if that will start. Spogification FCR Place. Thanks for the follow, FCR. Really appreciate that. Dewey, thanks for the resub and the raids from Cold Bucket and Avarix. Appreciate that. I had a contribution via Stream Elements the other day, and I don't know exactly who it was, but that came through PayPal, and whoever that was, I really want to thank you for that. That was very generous. I really appreciate it. I don't want to say, you know, all I have is email address and like a government name, so I don't necessarily want to say that out loud, but you know who you are, and I really appreciate it. Maybe I can pull that up with a screen name. Let me see. Streamlabs recent events. No, Car is a fine enough clan. We don't need anything special clan wise. How do I try and assign it to Streamlabs? Where's my Streamlabs? I don't know where my Streamlabs is. I log in with Twitch. Recent events. That might be in there. I do want to thank those people if I can. Yeah, it's not on the list here. So whoever it was, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I can't find it here right now, but that was nice. Anyway, that is it. What else do we have to tell you guys? What else is there? I don't know. Do you want to anybody want to play Nestris.org? I would play a couple matches on Nestris.org if somebody wants to. Kingsman, do you want to play me? Vandy, can you check scheduling? Let me check. You're just heading off to work? Oh, man. I'm checking scheduling. What am I to check? What am I checking? Just scheduling. What am I checking? Where? Red Navy? The Red Navy? Oh, my God. It's like the revolution all over again. If me and Degler win, we're going to play Thursday after Purple Pink Top 32 Part 1, by the way. Okay, let me see what that means. Let me look at the top 32. So Cole says, if me and Dengler win. So Cole right now is in Red Navy. Yeah, of course. Oh, you're gonna play after. Oh, I see. So if you and Dengler win your matches, you're not gonna play immediately after. You're gonna play it during the other stream, is what you're saying. Because it's late. Got it. Is that why? Is that what you're saying to me? Yeah, you don't want to play. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So we'll do the two matches then. And then it might be Dengler versus Cole, but it might not be because you got Kirby and Sodium are actual Tetris players who could win. Okay. Does anybody want to play? Maybe I'll get onto Nestris.org and play a couple of games here because I don't know. I want to anyway. Just give me a moment and I'll be right back. And maybe I'll do that just for funsies. All right, I'll be right back. Let's open up a little Nestra's Daughter. I want to play a couple matches anyway, so I may as well see if I can play someone here. Nestris.org. And I've been playing on controller, like on USB controller, and I am loving it. It even got me thinking, like, could I just put my CRT away and just never play on the NES again? Like, I gotta be honest. I'm being honest with you. All right, where's my junk screen here? Junk. Oh, whoops. What's that? Why is that a thing? Okay, so does anyone want to play? Otherwise, I'll just play a random ranked match. Dan V will not friend me. Mr. Brain sent me one. All right. Dan V won't accept it. Gerald or Blue Scooty. I just want to friend them so I can watch their matches. Like, you know, if they're playing, I want to watch them because you can watch matches. In fact, nobody's playing right now. What the heck? Oh, Peak versus Lipton Eck. But why don't I see the other player? They're just gone? That's weird. Oh. All right, I'm being sent Marq, Mr. Brain. The friendly challenge could not be created. Who sent me a friendly challenge? Somebody sent me. I don't know who it was. I'll play. See you later, Sebi. Have a good one. Why is nobody playing? Like, there's little eyeballs. You can't see anyone playing right now. Oh, Moodus is on. Mark, you gonna play me? I want to play somebody. You got to play Das, though. Okay. Well, I'm just going to take my ball and go home. That's it. I will go and just play a rando. Let's see who I get. Okay. If you go to, all right, who am I up against? FCR. Oh, I'm playing FCR. Nice. Oh, isn't this the guy who's been following me for about 20 seconds? I think so. All right, I'm on my controller. Oh shoot, my camera's about to fall. I'm playing on controller, just so you know. Not on NES. Okay. Oh wait, it's not working. Why is it not working? Nothing's working. Oh no. Why isn't it working? It was. Why isn't it? It's not work. Oh wait, now it's working. Okay. Well, you won. Congrats. You won. Averick sent me a friend request. I'll do it later. Well, no, I want to play the actual match, though. Can you friend me? I'll friend you. Oh, you are my friend. Okay. Mike, it's weird you can't sort alphabetically, but you're probably at the bottom. Okay. Oh, I can't challenge you either. Oh, now I can. All right, one game. What level did you want to start? 9? 9. All right, I think this will work. Okay, good luck. I'm bound to screw up here. My camera's really messed up, sorry. Okay. I'll fix my camera after this match. It's kind of weird. Should I just single and double until FCR tops out? No risk. Risk-free Tetris. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, yeah. Oh, I'm losing. Oh, I'm losing by like 2 Tetrises. Oh, I'm pitiful. I don't want to set up any spins at all. Like, my timing is not great. Oh, this is just miserable. He has a great board, and I have garbage board. Oh my god, I'm hating life right now. Give me something other than the orange L. Oh, now I can't use it. Now give me the orange L. Thank you. I will never get out of this dig. This is what I realize. This dig is endless. Oh my god. I will never get out of this. This is my life. This is my whole Tetris life now. Can I just stop playing? I hate this. I quit. I'm quitting. I hereby quit Tetris due to a pool party. Oh, that was an overshift. Whoops. All right, I can catch up. All right, try to get some triples here. Okay. Na 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 na. Come on. All right, let's get something on the board. All right, give me a bar. Oh shoot. Oh my god, why do I hate Tetris so much? Okay, come on. My quad rate is very low. Dude. I have got to be the worst Tetris player on the planet. Okay. Ugh. I'm going to top out. I know it. This game has not been fun. I got to admit, it has not been fun. All right. Can we please? All right, we're about to transition to 10. Right. Yep. Of course. Yep. 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 It's all right. Okay. It lets me down stack just enough that I can't just top out and end. Like it's like, oh no, we want to prolong the agony. Okay, here we go. Okay. Chase down time. Chase down. Okay, this is doable. What is this, like 4 Tetrises? Oh. All right, there's that. Okay, oh no, oh no. All right. Oh my God, I might win after all this. To be fair, you did ask for this. You said you were going to single and double until he topped. You know what, Talbot, you've really said something there. You know, you really said it. Should I just go for the Tetris for no reason, or should I do the smart thing? Let's make it interesting. All right, maybe it's a little too interesting. Come on. All right, there it is. Oh, I didn't need it. Okay, I chased it down. Look at that, amazing. Amazing. Okay. Anybody want to play? I will play. I want to play someone in the chat. But if not, I will just go to a random one. You think the kids say rad instead of amazing? I don't know, Kip. Moodoose. Should I try to play Moodoose? You'll do a DAS match? Okay. Moody's like, no, I'm off fine. All right, where's Mark? All right. Mark. I don't know who I did you for. But I agreed to play Mark, so I'm going to play Mark. This one just came in. So I agreed to play Mark. And then whoever challenged me, I will play you, but all right, I'll challenge you. What do we 15, 12, Mark? I don't want to start on 18. I'm not good. What would you be willing? 15? We'll do 15. You're up for anything? Oh. Did you hear that, everybody? Mark is up for anything. Okay. My friendly challenge has been accepted. You just woke up? Good. Mark's got a 1.2. I have pretty much like not even half that. Let's go. Oh my God, Kip. You got to play DAS. What if I beat you though? You're going to take a huge hit. No, it's friendly challenge. So that's a good thing about these friendlies is no stakes. Mark is very good DAS player. to understate it. So I have like 0 chance. Nice. That was a good skill stop. I didn't have to pull that back. Like I recognized it in time that I didn't have to do the pullback and lose DAS. So, all right, good on Vandy. Maybe I should have just found a burn with that. Let's just bring it down. Oh, that was kind of wrong. Well, it's okay. Take care of it. I'm just going to take the triple. Oh. Come on. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Yes. Nice. Okay, good. Yes. All right, I got it. All right, very good. Oh, what? Are you serious, Mark? Bro. Yes. Mark, your entire aura has been shattered. Your aura has been shattered. It's all been a lie, Mark. You want to do another? Okay, yeah, I'll do another. I'll do another. Look at that. No. I gotta do it. Strip Tetris. All right, guys, hold on. No way. I think I have 3 items of clothing on right now. No shot. We gotta let. Oh, I won. Oh yeah, Mark, you remove your clothing. That's right. He already took off one. He's naked right now. That's good. Oh, let me fix my cam actually. Oh God. A little risky bisky. All right. This is me on a USB controller too. I don't even play on. All right, there we go. Nice. Nice. But let's get some pieces now. Shall we? Okay, this is not good. Mark, you're about to regain your dignity. What is this drought? Primer. Get some of that Ansel RNG here, man. No, no, no. What? No. Oh, Mark. See? All right, best of 3, Mark. That's it. Best of 3. That's I want now I want it. Come on, Mark. Best of 3. Decider time. Okay, thanks. Double max. Yeah, we're gonna get to double max. All right, I like this controller, by the way. I'm really. It's almost no lag. Like, it feels really good. Like the whole setup is great. Oh, 100% Tetris rate. Mark can't say that. You hate keyboard? Get yourself a little stupid controller. Or if you have like an Xbox or PS4 or PS whatever controller, that'll work. I don't love my little board right now. Okay. There it is. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing, clearly. Oh my god. Just take the easy burn here. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, nice. Ay, ay, ay. What does IM mean? Like, I am a master? What is it? What is IM? Interesting masochist? I believe that. Nice. Yeah, a little bit of trouble with the spin timing. All right, I'm only back by like 2 Tetrises or whatever. That's fine. He's gonna top out anyway on his own, so I'll just be around to pick up after the mess he leaves. Okay, give to me a bar. There we go. Going. Oh, come on, dude. All right. Nice. Oh, nice. We like that. All right. All right, he's burning. I can catch up a little. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a little bit kind of fuzzy with the timings here, but that's fine. No excuses, man. That, you know, DAS is a little weird just because of the delay. But I'm hanging in there with, you know, a DAS champion. Whoa, scheisse. Oh, sure. All right. You're the best. You are the best. You are the best, Mark. You're better than me and everybody I know. And you're very handsome. Okay. I'll play one more match there. And then I gotta go for a bit. Maybe I'll be back on later tonight, actually. I just need to rest, but I will play one more. Tetris sent me a challenge. Was it I Dud HJF though? Did you want to send me a challenge? Because you sent me one before and I said no. Because I was with Mark, but you were kind of first in line. So if you want to go, I will go. All right, I Dud HJF. That is who I am. That is who I'll play. Mari. You're all challenging me to a match, but I'm playing one more and it's against iDud. I just want that to come in. And your Tetris challenged me to a best of 3. I am not afraid to play you. I just said you think I'm afraid to play you. See, that doesn't work with me, okay? All right. Friendly challenge. First to 2. Best of 3. Dude, I'm not playing a best of 3. Let's just play a best of 1. Best of 3? I gotta go. I'm challenging you to a best of 1 level 9. No, it doesn't work. I mean, I'll play you later, but I need to go shopping. Right now my car doesn't work, so I probably have to go shopping. And if I do that, I need, Sue around. I don't like to push down, but I'm pushing down because, I'm playing against another person. But if I were playing 9 on my own, I would not push down. Gotta admit. And also I do have to go. But that reminds me of like some of the early CTWCs, like if you watch the Jonas matches and he like refuses to push down because that's just on brand for Jonas. Nice. And the commentators would know it, and they were like mystified. I thought those were funny moments. We'll set up the delay bits just for the swag, I guess. All right, okay, there's one. Blurp. And another. The bar. Anytime with that bar. Nope, no bar. Here, we'll set up another one. I hit the wrong button. We're gonna they're gonna delay. We're not gonna fill in the bits immediately, guys. We're gonna use it for that. Okay, there's one. There's another. There's a very ill-advised bit, but we get to bypass it. See. All right, give me one for that. Give me one for that. Okay, thank you. Thank you, and have a nice day. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Fan Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang! Okay, that didn't work out at all. And bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. Okay, give to me the bar right now. Ah, for fudge's sake. Mark, can you believe you lost a match to like one game to me? It's got to be humiliating. Oh, this is like a recipe for me topping out. I do not handle spires well at all. I'm a master of best of ones. Yeah, true. I did beat Dog playing Tetris in a best of one. That was legit. I should have just left it at that. It could have just left you on my, my kill list, right? Whoops. I should have done something different there. I should have just left it there so I can say, yep, I beat Marq, I beat Dog. Who's next? And BO1. The BO1 assassin. See, if I were not already the tyrant of Tetris, I would be the BO1 assassin. That's what Kingsman would call me. I'll beat anyone in a best of one. Come on, my man. Come on, love. All right, this is an utter disaster. And it's going to play the same, it's going to play remixes of this song over and over. Do I do it? Yeah, no good place for that square, so just do it. I wanted to just, go YOLO, but... Do people go YOLO anymore? Is that a thing? I don't think anyone's gone YOLO since 2013. This is the worst. Why am I so bad? A lot of reasons. I don't really want to unpack that. Okay. Oh, criminy Christmas. Christmas. Ugh, I'll never win. Can you just top out so I can chase you down and get it over with? I mean, that's where this is headed. You may as well just top out. You know that's how this is going to end right there, I dud. Just let it happen. I'm hanging around and hanging around. All right, give me a bar. Damn it. All right, don't. Oh, look at that. Hello. Adjustment. All right, here we go. See? The prophecy will be fulfilled. All you got to do is top out. And then... I will chase you down. All right, that's my MO. I am... Nerves are still. I don't get nervous and chased down anymore because I've given up all hope. Hey, what's up, Biscuit? How you doing? Oh, I just read chat like right as I transition into 16 speed. Good job, Vandy. All the remixes. Okay, yes. Give it. Give it. Give it. There's one. One more. One more, buddy. Life is so easy. Life is easy. This is probably the best remix, though. Nice. Look at that. Vandy just scuffling the whole way. Chases it down. All right. Vandy spot on with the year. MIA killed YOLO with Yala in 2013. Nice. Vandy, we played the other day. GG's. Oh, thanks, Kerbage. Ziggy, by the way, 28 minutes ago, thanks for the raid. Risk it for the Vitskit. Yes. You disconnected? You did? Primer. All right, I'm going to play a little bit later. I got to go do some life things and probably take a little break, but I might be back on later because I really enjoy playing this, and I kind of like, you know, playing with people. So I don't know if it'll be here. Kind of silly for me to just like go live on here just to play people. I don't know if that's appropriate, but maybe I'll go on my personal channel. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I got to, I'm going to go. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will see you at least Wednesday, maybe tonight. Maybe I'll come back on here and play a little. It is fun to play with people. So maybe I will. Okay, good games, everybody. YouTube, you are dismissed. Have a beautiful day. Oh, Mr. Kagatorio, you are a fan of... Oh, that's from Mari? Or did you just do that? Anyway, Mr. Kagatorio, thanks for being a fan. All right, bye, everybody. And Twitch will raid you off somewhere. And I'll see you in a little bit, maybe. Where should I go?